Hello, and I'm the Working Man, and today I've got a top 10 games that you probably don't know anything about. Coming in at number 10, we've got Iron Man XO with Manowar. Now, I was playing this as a young lad back in 90s. Fucking 90s. Take me back, baby! And you could basically play as Iron Man and Manowar, and you ran through levels, and you just shot shit, enemies and all that bollocks, and then they came to a boss. That is a proper game for me. That is what we all need to be doing. You don't see games like that anymore. It's all this sort of open world bollocks. All I want is a flat screen, a stupid character, a few fucking bosses, and a good chum by my side. Coming in at number 9, I don't actually remember how I got around to finding this game. I think I must have watched a video or something like that. But this game is Broforce, one of the best side-scrolling games going. Now, in the previous, in number 10, I said that there aren't many games like this anymore, but this is an indie development sort of thing, and you play it as all the best sort of action heroes of the past, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like Sly Stallone, and all that sort of thing, but they have Bro in their name. So you've got Bromando, Snake Broskin, and my favourite, Double Bro 7. This game is best played with 4 players, as you can absolutely trash the fucking game completely. You can literally fuck the whole game up and just smash everything in your way, and you all have to jump into the cliff and die. That's it, you're dead, you're fucked. You run through the whole game defeating terrorists and xenomorphs, and eventually you get to Satan himself, and the end is probably one of the best endings to a game that I've ever seen. I won't spoil it for you, but it's fucking well funny. Coming in at number 8, we've got Blue Dragon. Now, this is an RPG that I got for the Xbox 360 for about a £5. I had the week off work, I had fuck all to do, and I had £5 skint as fuck, so I saw this shitty looking game, but it said it were an RPG, and Nobuo Uematsu was doing this soundtrack, which is the guy from Final Fantasy VII, and I thought, well, I'll give this a try. So, I took it home, didn't play it for about a week. When I went back to work and I didn't have any time, got fucking well into it and absolutely smashed the shit out of it. It's a turn-based RPG where you've got these sort of blue creatures that fight for you, and it's very childish sort of bollocks, but it's a really good game and probably one of the best RPGs I've played. Buy it. Number 7. Now, I had this friend when I was younger, right, rich little bastard that lived in this mansion sort of looking thing. Well, it was a mansion to me anyway, because I live in a fucking 2-bedroom shithole. And he had an Xbox. No, he didn't. He had a Dreamcast, and this is what it's for. It's Dynamite Cop. Now, I looked at the video of this just recently, and I realised what a pile of dog shit it was. But at the time, it was fucking amazing, and I think I might even go and get another copy of it and give it a do. You sort of ran through this game, and it was a bit like like a beat 'em up or something, but with guns. You're a cop, and there was screens in the middle, them sort of cutscene bollock things, and you're running, and like a terrorist would pop out, and you'd have to press a button at a certain time, or else he'd fucking launch you through a window. And at the time, it was revolutionary to me. One of the best fucking games I've played. Dynamite Cop. Get it up, you lad. Number 6. I went into a game when I bought this. I had about 15 quid on me, and I fancied a game, and I said to the chap behind the counter, I said, I fancy an RPG, because I'm a bit of a fucking RPG fan, you know what I mean? And he said, well, try this, Deadly Premonition. And I went, okay, and I looked at the back of it, and I thought, it doesn't look like an RPG, but I'll give it a go anyway. Took it home. It wasn't a fucking RPG in the fucking slightest. It's a sort of third-person bollock fest, which is very, very connected on a strong level, I'd say, to the Twin Peaks series. I mean, you're this policeman who looks for answers in his coffee and talks to himself, his imaginary friend, and has these weird premonitions. All the while, the town is being overrun by supernatural forces. It's fucking full of bugs, like it's proper not been completed properly, but if you fancy a proper laugh and a game that's a bit fucking out there, give it a go. Deadly Premonition. Number 5, Thrill Kill. I had this on a chipped PlayStation 1 when I was younger, in the 90s, and it was one of the stupidest fucking games I have ever played in my life. You were in a sort of, it was 3D, and you had 4 characters. You had a guy that was beating other people to death with his own leg. You had a guy bald as fuck with a straitjacket on that farted fire, and a very sexy looking nurse with like scalpels and shit that stabbed you up. The game was kind of like Mortal Kombat in a way, where it had fatalities and stuff, but they were absolutely gruesome, and it was actually banned, I think, and I don't know many people that have actually played it, but it is brilliant. Probably, if you went back to it now, the controls are a bit clunky, the combos are a bit fucked. It is a bit shit, don't get me wrong, but give it a go anyway, because fuck it, why not? Number 4, Eternal Sonata. Now this was for the Xbox 360 as well. This is an RPG based on Friedrich Chopin's life, and in the beginning he is on his deathbed, absolutely fucked, and basically the soundtrack is all reworks of Chopin's work, so you know that you're in for a fucking treat if you know anything about classical music, and this is one big fucker that does. So basically, in the game, he's on his deathbed and he's having this weird fucking lucid dream about bollocks, basically, and that is the game you play. So you're Chopin going about and you're like, you know, coup de grace and all this fucking bollocks, and you get these lads with you. And the game, the story is really, really nice. The characters are nice. The graphics are very colourful and beautiful as well, but the music really fucking steals it. It is a turn-based RPG. I am a big fan, so I definitely suggest it, and I don't know many people that have tried this one either, so I don't know what I mean, just give it a try, you know, give it a try, man. Number 3, Future Cop LAPD. Do you remember? I remember. The 90s again, back there, where fucking times were belting, you know what I mean? It'd be me and my fucking cousin and we'd be there, LAPD and our tits off. You're basically a Robocop looking motherfucker running around Los Angeles, making sure, shit gets sorted and that. Uncle JB there, smoking his spliffs, drinking his tinnies, absolutely fucked out his tits, and me and cousin would be smashing this. So, there's absolutely loads of bosses on the game, which, who doesn't love a game with bosses? Tell me now. And you're basically, like I say, you're running around, killing them all. And the best bit about the game is there's a multiplayer mode where you've got this base and you've got to control your little characters to go to the other person's base and take it over. And I literally spent hours of my life playing this with my cousin, and we actually unlocked this stupid caterpillar bollocks, a bit like Pikmin. Do you remember Pikmin? We always used to say you wank to a Pikmin like this. And I unlocked that, and it was hours of fun. I definitely recommend Future Cop LAPD, a brilliant PlayStation 1 hit. Number 2, Stray Cat Crossing. Now, spooky. Now, this is a game made on the RPG Maker engine. I don't know if anyone's aware of that. A lot of people say, "Ooh, RPG Maker engine must be fucking shit," but this is a really good one. And I think it cost me about £8. And anyway, you're this character, this young girl who's sort of shaved, sort of cut little fucking hairdo, and you're on the street. There's pixelated graphics are absolutely incredible, really, really gorgeous looking. The street lights are glowing, and there's a little child, and you give her your scarf because she's freezing. There's not much fucking story to start with, to be honest, but she fucks off, and you want your scarf back. So you're chasing her into this house, and then things go a bit batty. There's a character there at the end of the hallway with a little sort of baby looking thing that he holds, and the music for all the characters is incredible. They've got their own sort of soundtrack, etc., and it's all a puzzle game, but it's really strange. And I mean, the thing with RPG Maker games is the people that make them, they're very invested in them, and usually it's something about their life, because obviously they're putting something out there without a team telling them they can't do this, can't do that. So there's loads of creepy baby shit going on, where there's a baby crawling down a hole and all sorts of fucking shit. It really creeped me the fuck out. Brilliant game all the way through until the end where you're in the cinema bit. It didn't really flow that well, but a great story and a great game that I definitely recommend. Number 1, the number 1 game that you probably haven't heard of, The Witch's House. Now this is absolutely free. We'll put a link in the description for you to download it. You just have to download the engine runner and then the game, and you'll be able to play it for free on your PC. It was also made in the RPG Maker engine, I think RPG Maker VX, and it's by far one of the best games I've played in a long time. You're a young girl called Viola, a very creepy looking alien motherfucker, and there's a sort of you wake up in this forest and there's this rose bush that's like blocking your way, and you basically have to go and find a machete, cut it down, and then you walk up the path to this house. But this isn't no ordinary house, or no.
This is a witch's house!
So yeah, basically the game, you're this character and you're walking through this house, and everything, and I mean fucking everything, is trying to kill you. You walk on something wrong, the fucking walls collapse and kill you. You talk to someone in the wrong way, they fucking stab you up. You've got to watch everything you're doing. It's a puzzle game, and it's, like I said, one of the best games I've played in recent times. The ending is also one of the biggest plot twists that I've ever seen in a game, and I don't want to spoil it, so just play the game and tell me what you think in the comments. But it is by far, like I say, it fucked me up. I was looking at the screen and my mouth dropped, and I almost felt a bit tearful, because it's a father-daughter relationship sort of thing, and it fucked me up a little bit. So you're gonna have to play it. Let me know what you think. Have you played any of these games? That's 10. That's 10 for you. Top 10. We fucking love top 10s. Let me know. Let me know which ones you've played. Let me know which ones you haven't played, and then you've played because I've told you to play them. Let me know. Talk to me, please. For fuck's sake, talk to me. No one's talking to me. And I'll see you next week.